Hi guys, my name is Rudra and welcome to Eastern Business Academy. In today's video, we are going to talk about the 5S model. Here we are going to discuss about every details of the 5S model. So let's get started with the topic. So the first thing you might be asking is that what is the 5S model? 5S model is 5S is a synonym of the 5 element which we basically use to make the workplace better. So if you are working in an organization or you are in charge of a factory, then you need to understand that why the 5S model is very important. So first thing is why we are learning the 5S model. The main purpose is to make the workplace better. If you are working from home or if you are working from a big company or somewhere else, you need to keep your workplace organized so that you can be much more productive than you are right now. If your workplace is not that much of organized, you are just finding stuff here and there, then your efficiency will eventually decrease. So if you want to increase your efficiency, if you want to produce more, then you need to make your workplace better. You might be asking that how the 5S model is going to help me with making my workplace better. Here these are the 5 elements that you need to keep in check when you are trying to make your workplace better. We use this to maximize the efficiency, and if you are working in an organization, you need to focus more upon the profit part of the organization. So we use this to maximize the efficiency and the profit of the organization. So how did it get started? It was started in after the World War. Toyota, you might have heard of Toyota. It's a big company, and it basically manufactures car. And in Toyota's factory, it is one of the most efficient factory of all time. After the World War, Toyota became one of the biggest companies and in terms of manufacturing cars. When there was a time of just in time, I will be talking about the just in time manufacturing later on, but if you want to learn about lean manufacturing, then 5S is one of the most important part of lean manufacturing. So when people are working in a factory, the factory need to be clean, the factory need to be organized so that they can work better, and the workplace would be better for the people who are working over there. Let's suppose there is a big factory and there are thousands of workers working around, and if they are not focusing upon the 5S model, if they are not organized, if they are not keeping everything in their own place, then it will be a mess. Because if there are 10,000 people working at the same place, but some of them are making mess, then it would be very difficult for others to work over there, and the workplace will be very messy. So you don't want these kind of situation, you don't want these kind of a workplace to work. So if you want to have an organization, everybody wants to get into an organization where everything is organized, the workplace looks really good, and most of the organization focused upon that because it increases the efficiency of the people working. So what are these 5S that you need to consider? Let's zoom in a little bit and let's see what is the 5S. So the first thing is these are the 5 Japanese terms. The first thing is seiri, which exactly means sort means you need to sort the things out, only keep the essential items, and you need to, when you are working in some project or something, then you need to keep only the essential item and get rid of the items that are actually not necessary right now. If you are making a video, let's suppose I am making a video, and just like that you are making a video for your organization, at that time just keep the things that are necessary for you to work, and keep aside your mobile phones, keep aside the things that are distracting you, and in that way you will be much more productive. So when you are working, you need to keep the essential items needed to complete the work. And the next thing is seiton means set in order. When you are having a workplace, then you need to keep every item organized. It should be in its own place, and if it is not in its own place, then other people will find it very difficult to find the things. So just like I was giving the example of a factory, so if you are working in a work from home environment. Still, if you are not organized, if your books and notes and everything are mess up, then it will be very difficult for you to be much more productive, because most of the time, around 50 to 60% of the time, you will be searching for the things that you want. And let's suppose I am studying and my table is full of pen and pen that are working and pen that are not working, and I'll be just spending half of my time finding the pen, and that will definitely decrease my efficiency and my motivation to work. Next is Seisho. Seisho means sign. So what does it mean by sign? Sign means we need to keep the workplace clean and hygiene. You don't want the workplace to be messy. So make sure you maintain the cleanliness of and you maintain the organization a clean place. You don't want to make it dirty. Make sure your organization is clean and hygiene. Wherever you are working, your table, keep track of the cleanliness of the table and the place that you are working. If you are running an organization, if you are a manager, then you need to make sure that everything is organized, everything is clean and hygiene. One more thing is Seiketsu, which is the fourth item. It means standardized. You need to make rules and regulation for everything that you do. You need to have proper planning. And when you are working in an organization, you need to have rules and regulation at place. If it is not there, then people will not follow the rules and the place will be very messy. Just like I was giving the example of factory, if there is not a specific rule for each and every people working over there, and they will be like, if the hammer are to be placed in a single place, and maybe the items which are necessary for the window of the car need to be kept at a single place, and the main body should be kept at a single place, the tire would be at single place. So if there is not any kind of rule for that, when you are manufacturing something, like no such kind of standardized rule and regulation is there, then the place will be get really messy, and you cannot maintain the above 3S, which are sort, set in order, and sign. You cannot make your place hygiene, you cannot make things in order, and you cannot find the things that is necessary while you are working. So fourth item is very essential, because here you need to keep rules and regulation at place. The fifth item is Shitsuke, which means sustain. You need to maintain all these four items. You need to maintain the rules, you need to maintain the hygiene, and you need to maintain the organization, that how you organize your things, and most importantly, the items that you need to find the right item at the right place. So that's why Shitsuke means you need to sustain all these 4S. So how would you sustain all these things? You need to conduct frequent audits in order to maintain the discipline of the work. You need to conduct frequent audit. You need to always see that if things are in order or not, if people are following the rules and regulation or not, if everything is at the right place or not. So that thing you need to maintain, and these self-discipline kind of thing is the Shitsuke. So maintaining the above 4S is Shitsuke. So for example, I am working in my table, and I need to make sure every 5 or 10 minutes I need to make sure that my place is clean, my table is clean, everything is at the right place and right time. So that I need to make sure of. So this is all about the 5S model. Here we have talked about the 5S model and how you can use it in your workplace. So I hope this video was very clear. So in our channel we talk about a lot of business stuff and a lot of things and tricks and tips to improve your business, to improve your life, and if you are working in an organization, to improve your professional life. So I hope this video was helpful. Thank you. Bye bye. I'll see you in my next video.